Hi, this is Allison Penna, aka Bad Widow. Have you ever had a day when, fill in the blank, when nothing went as planned, when you learned news that knocked you sideways, when your calendar schedule didn't work? So this morning I was doing a favor for a friend, and I was accepting a delivery at their home because they were away on vacation. And it was meant to take me 2 or 3 hours. I was receiving food and I needed to put it in the freezer. So I was there for 7 hours, and I am prepping and packing and getting ready to go up to Maine to do this gallery show. So I had about 25 other things that really needed to get done that were essential. And here I was sitting in this house for 7 hours, and the food didn't come in those 7 hours. And then there was someone who was coming to visit, and that person who came to visit indicated that they were coming today. So I was waiting at home for them in my non-existent time, and it turns out that they actually meant tomorrow. And today, one thing after another went like that, with so many things to do. So fortunately, the paintings are packed and ready to be loaded into the car tomorrow to head up to Maine for the show. Fortunately, my boyfriend is a superstar and is willing to do a whole bunch of stuff around the house so that I'm not doing it. And I can do the other things that need to be done. But I needed to go and see my mother-in-law and make sure that she was taken care of for the time that I'm away. Sometimes life is like that. Sometimes the calendar just doesn't work in the way that you planned. And I had a very tightly planned day where I was going to get a whole lot done, be really efficient with my time. And 7 hours waiting for food that never came knocked everything out of the park. So what can you do when that happens? Because it knocks us off our game when that happens. And it does happen. I spent a certain amount of time this morning frustrated and angry and annoyed and really furious because my plan, my very tightly planned plan, had gone to hell in a handbasket. It was just not going to work the way that I had planned. What wound up happening is I wound up having a lot of time just to sit with myself. And I wound up really rejiggering my priorities so that I only am doing the things which are most essential. So step one, relook at your day. The day is not going to go as you planned. That happens. Step back into the present and look at the day and rejigger it. Reprioritize. Take a look at what are the most important things that you must get done and what can be let go or what can be delegated. What can be set aside for another day. So I rescheduled the person who was going to come in today, who was then going to come in tomorrow, and I'll see her when I get back. We have to do that sometimes. Life knocks us sideways sometimes, and sometimes it's news, and sometimes it's the schedule going wrong. Life happens to us. The only thing that we can do at that point is step into the present, what we're looking at right now, let go of our control of what we had planned. Allow ourselves to be annoyed, and then take a deep breath and move on. Reprioritize. Change the plan. It may be that in those 7 hours when I was waiting, I realized that some of the things that I had planned to get done today could be done by somebody else, or were not that important after all. And that's really important to realize. And when we bring ourselves into the present and look again, one of the magical things about watching Dave paint when I would sit behind him and watch him paint is I would look and it would be a series of brush strokes on a canvas. And then I would look again and it would be a painting. Take your series of brush strokes, look, and see the painting that you're creating, right from the present, right from now. Thanks so much. Allison Penna, aka Bad Widow. See you tomorrow.